Hey guys, what's up? Recently for our youth group, one of the boys asked me a question that I thought was really good. He asked me that, how do we really know that we believe in Jesus and believe in God? So in this video, hopefully I could answer that question through the biblical way and the best of my ability, okay? So hey guys, so this video is a little different from before, where we talk about finance and how to be good stewards in God's way. But I thought this is a very good, it's a very good question that Nicholas asked, and he asked that, how do I know if I really believe in God? And also he also commented that I don't want to make the Christian faith look bad, and so I want to just dig a little deeper on this question. And thank you, Nicholas, for your question. So how do we know that we truly believe? Okay, so what hold on, there's a breaking news. Hold on one second. Welcome. Breaking news. There's a new war coming. It's the war between Xbox and PlayStation. Please, citizens of the world, do your research now and before you make your purchase, before it's too late. They come fast, they're gone fast. Please, be safe. Make your educated decision now. God bless. Alright, so welcome back. So that was just playing around with this skit, but it's true. There is a PlayStation Xbox war going on here, as some of you gamers out there that like to play video games might know. PlayStation and Xbox will be coming out soon this Christmas. So who's gonna win? Which one should we buy? Actually, in my days, it was more about the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. It was huge back then. I think it's the same here. Today in 2020, we're talking about PlayStation and Xbox. And before we go into like buying something that we with all this hype, we always go and do some research. I know I did when the Super Nintendo first came out versus the Sega Genesis. Now the PlayStation and versus Xbox, we probably look at, well, what are the games behind it? What are the specs behind it? What else can we do besides game? Is there some kind of VR function? Is there some kind of like the Xbox Kinect? Things like that. So a lot of other, besides the games, all these other peripheral devices that you get with your system. So for my personal example, even today, I'm into recently watches, or I'm very interested in growing wealth, like money. Doesn't have to be growing wealth, but just the topic of money. Okay, so even for things like that, even like a concept or an idea, we have to go in and investigate. We have to go and do some research on our own before we can make a purchase or finally say that, oh, I think or I believe this is the right choice, or this is the right idea or the right concept for me. So I just want to go into the Bible verse here. It's Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse 33. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these will be given to you as well. So I think this is a very important verse here, because one, that's where our church is located at, Kings Road 633, right? Second, it's seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, not seek second, seek later, seek finally, seek last, but seek first. Just like when we go for do some research on PlayStation versus Xbox, or some concepts, some scientific findings, we must first do some research. Okay, so it's hard to say that we believe anything until we actually do some research and seek God and seek Jesus first. And once we seek him, we'll find out more about him. Then we could confidently and tell other people that, oh, I am a true believer of Jesus Christ. Okay, so your faith actually starts with an action, not a thought, not a belief. Oh, I mean, some of that, it's part of it, but it is an action that you take your first step, and your first step should be seek first. Remember, seek first, not seek later, seek second, seek last, seek some other time, okay? Seek first, and then slowly but surely you will become a believer of Jesus Christ, okay? And a lot of people probably well, even I had this question, well, how do you do it? How do you seek first, okay? Of course, the boring answer will always be, go read the Bible. Oh, the Bible's this thick, lots of chapters. Sometimes I don't even know what they're saying, but I think you know this answer already. It's the Bible. So I'm just going to give you some other advice. Hopefully, they'll help you seek God in different ways, even though the Bible should be like the main source. Okay, so it's 2020. I know you guys love YouTube videos because my son loves YouTube videos watching Minecraft, okay? But you know what? There are plenty of YouTube videos on the subject of God, especially for teens or anybody. Money and God, God and teens, God and kids, God and parenting. So there are lots of videos on YouTube that you can search for. And my favorite, just personally, is Michael Jr. He's a comedian slash preacher, I guess, and he does comic stand-up comedy, and I will show you a little video of him here right now.
But I'm looking right there and it says Jesus died for me. I don't even know. So I read it in Matthew. Then I turned to Mark and he died again. I'm like, what's going on? I thought Jesus died 4 times when I read the Bible. For those who don't know, there's like 4 different accounts, people telling their story in the Bible. I didn't know that. Nobody told me. I'm sitting there reading in the next one. I'm like, oh no, Jesus, they're going to do it again. Get out the garden. Get out the garden. Get out the garden. Like, I didn't know. So I give my life over to Jesus. Now I understand stuff. I used to just think I was funny. Now I understand I'm funny for a reason. Like there's purpose behind me having a sense of humor.
So, as you can see, Michael Jr. is one of my favorite. There are plenty of really good pastors out there that do their sermons online or have some recording of their sermons online. You can go there and seek God that way. You can always, there are other ways you can also seek God in terms of partnering God in your life. So you pray, sometimes when you're confused, you just pray, let God be your partner, okay? Ask for His wisdom, ask for His guidance, and ask for His, to give us opportunities in life, okay? Ask what is right to God when you pray, or ask if is this your will, and be the partner with God, and through that you're seeking God, and you'll surely, I think slowly you would start to feel God in presence. You start understanding God a little bit more, hence you'll start to believe. And finally, Nicholas said that I don't want to make the Christian faith look bad. Well, here's a couple of verses I want to go into here. The first one is Jeremiah 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? You know what, Nicholas? Being a Christian is not about making Christian faith look good, okay? God looks good already, all right? But we have to understand that we are not good, and our heart is deceitful, our heart is evil, and the key word in this phrase, in this verse is cure. Above all things and beyond. Our heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? Well, God can understand it. Only God can help us cure our heart, okay? But no matter how hard we try, personally, we can never cure this. We can never be perfect, okay? Being a Christian is not perfect. If I'm perfect, then God has 2 sons, Jesus and Morris. But that's not the case. I'm not perfect. I have my own sins also. So it is God that helps cure us, not by our own work. And we cannot make God and the Christian faith look good. We just have to be authentic about our lives and know what our weaknesses, what our sins are, so that could bring that to God. And then another verse is Matthew 9:12. On hearing this, Jesus said, "It is not the healthy who needs a doctor, but the sick." Again, we are sick, our hearts are sick, we need help, and only God can help us with that, okay? God sent Jesus here not to heal the healthy. Okay, there is no, actually in God's definition, there is nobody perfect or healthy. Everybody needs Jesus. Everybody needs God to help us understand our sins and our need for God, to give us salvation. A lot of our heart problems, I think, all our sickness in our heart, I think, has to do with money. All right. Again, you guys should have seen this coming. This is a finance channel. I talk about money and God here. So, I just encourage you guys to learn more about being good stewards of wealth and money. There are 23,000 verses in the Bible about money and possessions. So, I really, truly, deeply think that money brings out different emotions such as anger, fear, worry, anxiety, greed. The thing just keeps on going on and on, guys. So hopefully through this I was able to answer the question, how do we know that we truly believe, and your fear of making the Christian faith look bad. So if you want to learn more about money, please click on the link above, and please subscribe to the channel if you like what you're watching. Thank you.